Hi guys, I wanted to talk about Stella Lefty. And if you don't know who Stella Lefty is, I just found out 3 days ago who she is. But she has this song, Boston, which I feel like is going around on TikTok. And it's like, on the train down to Boston, I've been jumping the gun. And I'm telling you, baby, it's the power of rum. But I like it when you're nice. Like it when you're nice to me. Like that sort of vibe. Like, I don't know. It's basically stick season reheated nachos. But even like saying reheated nachos gives the song way too much credit just because it's like such a nothing burger. And Stick Season is a masterpiece. But she had to credit Noah Kahan on Boston because it's just so similar to Stick Season that Noah's team reached out and was like, hi, you can't steal this. You can't just steal music. And so he's credited on the song. And it's like, okay, like, fine, like, whatever. It's a fine, nothing song. Like, it's just there. It's just there. I find out today that it's number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Sorry, what? You can't convince me that they are not just simulating streams and, like, making up streams and data. That doesn't exist. For that to get number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, and I just heard of this hoe. I just heard of her 3 days ago, and no one fucking knows who she is. And the song is number 2. And so, you know, it's confusing. It's like, what? This song's so, like, just, it's a stolen song, and it's not, you know, she's a nobody, and so what's going on? And so I found out through TikTok, and then confirmed it, that her dad is a billionaire entrepreneur named Eric Lefkofsky, who's the co-founder of Groupon, and the founder and CEO of Tempest AI. So that explains it. And I don't know, like, is it even fair to call her an industry plant? Like, I don't really know what's going on. It really just feels like her father paid for her to, like, get that number 2 Billboard slot. Like, literally just, like, here's $500 million, or, like, here's $50 million, or however it must cost to get that spot on the chart, because I'm sure that shit happens all the time. And now she's going on tour, and it's, like, just a very, like, what shocks me the most about this is, like, we know industry plants happen all the time. We know this stuff happens all the time. But what shocks me is how just obvious it is. Like, everyone has caught on to the fact that her dad's a billionaire. She came out of nowhere. She's not very talented. She has a fine voice. Fine. She clearly can't songwrite. She can't make up an original melody. She has to steal it from Noah Kahan. Like, her breakout hit is a stolen song. That's just, and it's like, it's not like, oh, every song is technically a mix of other songs. No. Like, you listen to that song, listen to Stick Season, and then another one of her songs that's coming out is just, like, uncannily like a Dixie Chick song. It's just like a stolen Dixie Chick song. And I don't know if they're getting credit, but someone noticed that, and then I listened to the song, and it was like, holy shit, she did it again. She's just stealing. And it's crazy. Okay, they're just getting so sloppy with this shit. They're getting so sloppy. It's like literally fast food corporate slop bowl is what it's giving. And it's, you know, I guess it's working, like, because, you know, you simulate and inflate all these streams, and then eventually, like, people think it's popular, so they start listening because they think people have already been listening, but it's all fake. And so I don't understand the strat, if it's, like, to just saturate the media, because also her brand is, like, this very weird, like, trying to be country, but, like, for Boston, she's singing about Boston, which is clearly the Northeast, but it's, like, she's, like, on the train back to Boston, and there's, like, banjo, and it's, like, what's going on? Like, there's this weird country pop push going on right now, which has been happening for a while, but right now it's this weird, like, bedroom pop. Something's going on. But we are just getting so many of these fast food slop bowl artists, and we really need to unpack this. So, like, I'm thinking Somber, for example, is a huge one. Like, another one where it's, like, just so obviously industry planted, or just so obvious that, like, his dad bought him a position in the music industry. Like, it genuinely feels like their parents just, like, bought them into the music industry. Or want to make money off of them, which is crazy because all of these people's parents are already rich, but they are very, like, deeply connected. So Stella Lefty's dad is a billionaire. Somber's dad is, like, some big, also person in the industry. And Somber is just, like, all of these. I think the funniest, like, joke that people made is, like, Tel Aviv. Like, they say, like, Tel Aviv pop music, Tel Aviv country music. Because, yeah, absolutely. Like, this is the shit they're streaming in Tel Aviv. Like, they're like, this is so fire. But, yeah, Somber, Stella Lefty, who else? Benson Boone, also parents heavily connected, but it's, like, you just are very much, like, your personality is nothing. You're supposed to learn about these people through their music, and it's like they release music and you know nothing about them. There's no nuance, there's no depth to their personality. There's nothing that intrigues you, that draws you in. There's nothing unique about their music. It's all just stolen music. It's all AI generated Tel Aviv reheated nachos. And I just don't remember it ever being this obvious. Like, also, like, Malcolm Todd, for example. And, guys, I can't lie. I bought Malcolm Todd tickets a few months ago because I was just like, oh, my God, he's so hot. I really just thought he was so hot. And so I got tickets. But I really disliked his recent album. It was so bad. It was just another thing where I was like, oh, my God, like, wake-up call. Like, I'm awake. Like, these people haven't developed personalities. They are all just the sons and daughters of multi-millionaire, billionaire industry connect plants. All of their parents are connected, and it's like this weird, like, nepotism, like, pipeline where, like, they're not even trying to make these people blend in or seem like they had some organic rise anymore. They are literally just pumping them out and saying poop, poop, poop. And people buy it eventually, but then it's like, I also just can't imagine it's overall profitable. Like, when you send these people on tour with one fucking released song, I can't imagine that's profitable for the industry because, I just think most of these streams are simulated, and it's so hard to believe that these people have real fans. Or it's like they might get, like, fans for a year or something for their hit song, but since they have no actual anchor, they have no actual character, and their music isn't actually good, their music is all nothing burger AI Tel Aviv, it's like there's no actual sustainability, so it functions a lot like fast fashion or a drive-through where you just pick it up, you eat it in 5 minutes, and you're not even full, babes. You're still hungry. You're like, wait, that was a burger. Like, wasn't that supposed to be protein? And it's like, no, that was microplastic. You just ate a whole fucking shit of microplastics. And now it's in your bloodstream. And now it's in your bloodstream forever. And it's like, who else? Yeah. And like, oh, I hate to say it, even Gracie Abrams, like, I loved her too, but like now somehow she's like downgraded and like become that same archetype where it's like there's no talent, there's no depth. It's just like this digital filter where it's like these people can't write good music and they're not talented because they've never faced any actual adversity in their lives. They have gone their entire lives being, again, the sons and daughters of billionaires, being able to buy their way into the industry, just saying, Daddy, can I have a hit song? Daddy, I want to go on tour. Daddy, can you make Boston TikTok viral? Daddy, I'm bored. That's the entire arc of their life. You're not striving through anything. You're not building anything in secret. You're not working on yourself in private. And so that just produces genuinely AI music because you were an AI NPC. Who else like fits into this category? Like like, if your music's good, this can be a different conversation. If you are a nepo billionaire baby, but your music is actually, okay, like, maybe Willow, for example, Will Smith is her father, and then that's, like, probably the largest industry connection you could have, but it's, like, a lot of her music is fantastic. It's phenomenal music, and she didn't just, like, pop out with a mid song and go on tour and have all these performances, and it just, like, feels really uncanny, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, it feels like literally like assault. Like, I'm being assaulted by your presence and by your music. Like, I didn't ask to hear this every time I open my phone, and yet I am being attacked. Like I'm like, Boston! But yeah, like, Willow, who else? Like, you know, it's possible. It really is, but it's like, it's irritating how much they're not even trying to make these people good. And I think, as I'm saying this, I'm realizing that it was never the point. The point was to have these people churned out, consumed, and then discarded, and then the next batch comes, throw in some more nepo babies, and the money always stays in the industry, it always stays in the system, it always stays in the hands of the billionaire class, which is the point. They don't actually want talented people to succeed anymore and get the spotlight. They want it to be a closed circuit of money and influence, so it always stays in the same families, in the same hands. That's what it is. It's capitalism, baby. That's the awesome part. But yeah, it's truly, quite an interesting phenomenon going on, and it's morphing, for sure. It's morphing. I think, how old is she? So that's what I have to say on that. Not much to say, but it just, you know, all of that Billboard stuff, all of that, like, Spotify top hits, it's all part of the same, like, it's not counting actual streams, it's not counting actual influence, it's all simulated, basically. So, it's simulated until enough people stream it, and maybe it becomes half real, but they're just fucking lying all the time, so, yeah. Tel Aviv country music, AI corporate slop, whatever you may call it.